my ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Darzus back with another Undead Unluck video. Today we're taking a look at chapter 153 and Yoshifumi Gotsuka. That was special. Seriously, I gotta tip my hat to the big man upstairs, Yoshifumi Gotsuka, as he brought this entire mini arc home with a grand slam. This entire second loop has been a lot of fun for me. It's been like a lot of smaller arcs consisting of this wider plot of us gathering more individuals for the Union and getting a lot more character development for some of those characters who we didn't get to learn a lot about during the previous loop. You know, just filling in some holes, and Yoshifumi has been killing it. All of these small arcs have been very fun. I even had a little bit of worries whenever I started this war arc just because I'm not a big fan of that motif. However, you can never doubt the big man, Yoshifumi Gotsuka, just killing it right now. And if you want to hear my thoughts on this entire mini arc, like a 10-15 minute video where I talk about just that whole Broja war, give me 30 likes in the video. I'm shooting high. 30 likes on it and we can do it, but let's get into it. 153, baby. And you know, the funny thing about a like goal is whether you like the video for the goal or not, you should just like the video and give me a comment as well. Tell me how you felt about this entire mini arc. I really loved it, and hey, subscribe if you're new here. Let's get into it. So the chapter begins as Fuuko's shot connects with Billy, as you know, she defeats him in the duel. But Fuuko's obviously a little bit confused. She knows that Billy's a sharp shooter, and how could he not even get his weapon out? Is she just becoming that strong? Yoshifumi, is Fuuko just becoming that strong? But no. Obviously, it's the fact that he has manifested his ability. Unfair. She kind of goes down this whole rabbit hole of what we figured out at the end of the last chapter, that Billy's ability has manifested in a new way. Instead of having to see an individual as an opponent or have them perceive him as a target, now it is the fact that Billy must perceive somebody else as strong, which is super dope. And as we see, going to be one of the most overpowered things within the series. No, let me rewind that. Outside of potentially Unruin, this is the most overpowered thing in the series, because I still don't know what Unruin does, but Billy's ability can copy even that. It can copy literally anything. It's like, this guy is a problem. But as Fuuko realizes this changes a lot of things. Now, Billy doesn't have to betray us. He can work within the Union, copy the abilities of the strongest, hard-boiledest negators within the world, and just work amongst them. A perfect thing. Shout out Tatiana. I love that little nod to her. However, the biggest question on the table, will Billy be joining us? And a little bit of Hufflepuff, some craziness, gets in the way of him answering this question. So Void interrupts the conversation and tells Fuuko that stroke of unluck from last chapter, that the disc is going erratically out of control, is still in motion. And I thought this was super interesting, how even Fuuko didn't understand or completely know all of these developments with her unluck. Like, we see from the narrator's perspective and just from a fourth eye view, whatever the frick, third eye view, I don't know. We see from like an outside perspective that Fuuko's evolving and that her ability is being used and done, whatever the heck, in different ways, but she didn't even understand how strong she's getting, how crazy her unluck is truly becoming right now. But to get away from the serious stuff, this entire course of events was hilarious. Like, when I said I loved this chapter, I mean I loved this chapter. Gina's holding up her unchanged barrier, trying to make sure that this disc doesn't destroy everybody within the vicinity. And Nico, being the hard-boiled individual he is, just starts to give his goodbye speech. He's like, Fuuko, don't worry about it. I got this. This is coming after me. The disc is trying to destroy me, so if you guys get out of here, we'll survive. And I was like, Nico, you think you're gonna die right now? Like, this is Saving Private Ryan. We're not leaving the boys behind. This is the perfect way to end the war arc. No man left behind. And the first person to put no man left behind in action was our boy Creed. And I keep making fun of Undecreased, but he keeps making this hard-boiled. Like, I cannot talk any more crap on Creed right now, because this dude comes up with the 50 caliber and says, stop decreasing the morale. Like, talk to him. Talk to him, dog. And as he tells Fuuko that he has a favor to repay her for saving him and his men, everybody else says the same thing. Fuuko, we're fighting with you. Give us the order. And as soon as that happens, our girl, I love Julius to death, and I cannot wait till we see Injustice again, but Fuuko is getting it done in a way that even the most hard-boiled lady in the first loop, she's just not like her. But once again, this is one of the funniest things I thought within the whole chapter, and you'll get me if you're a One Piece fan. So Fuuko says all of these orders. She's like, Gina, put up the barrier. Yusai, do your stuff with the trees. And then she goes, Void, Ishin, Shan, support the barrier. What are they gonna do? This reminded me of Doflamingo, the bird cage, and then everybody just trying to stop the bird cage from moving in while it was just continuously moving in. Like, what is Zoro gonna do with his swords? I was so ate up. You gotta support the gang though. But my thought that their support wouldn't pan out in the way Fuuko thought it would kind of, pans out. And the Unchanged Barrier is just getting destroyed. Yusai and the gang are not able to fully stop this thing from coming in, but it's all right. Because Griffith comes in. Envious of the way Fuuko's organization runs. Completely balanced as all things should be. No man above, no man below. Just all working together in collaboration. Billy gives Fuuko the answer. Hell yeah, I'll fight with you. As long as you're that type of person. The people who support each other. And I'm loving these developments, dog. I'm loving these developments. And our boy Billy, our boy Tella. I really like this panel a lot with them both using whatever the heck. Tella's ability. I cannot wait until we potentially get an explanation for it. Because, as I said in that one video, there is some kanji translations which would make sense for, not being able to pass something if you're Untel, can't pass through something. So I guess Untel could stop something from going past him. But it's such a weird meta ability, but that's Undead Unluck. Just a bunch of weird meta abilities. I love it. But aside from Tella's confusingness, Billy's level up was very dope and very intricate. So Billy, using two abilities, Yusai and our girl Gina, Unchange and Undraw. He encases Disc in Unchange. It also uses Undraw so that it cannot undraw itself out of that encasing. So freaking tough. And then I'm guessing Tella using Untel is keeping it in place. So we have just got this thing stopped for a second. This was a really cool showcasing of all of what Undead Unluck's power system is about. Yoshifumi he be writing. So we've only got a moment to spare. The disc is only encased for probably about a second or two in reality. Fuuko tells Ichiko and Nico, try to get outside of Unluck's range. And Nico, you know the type of pessimist he is. He's like, it's not gonna work. And Ichiko does my favorite thing I've seen in the second loop. She powers up that fist and she says, Nico, shut your BA up. Punches him in the back of the head so hard his soul comes out. It's always gonna hit hard. Every time this happens, this loop, this is gonna be the best thing. I love Ichiko and Nico's relationship. They're just easily flying up on my duo pole, because Undead Unluck does duo poles, crazy stuff. And then I was mentioning, a perfect showcasing of everything Undead Unluck's power system is truly about. So the soul of Nico is knocked outside of his body because Ichiko gave him that mollywop. Now, Nico just stuck on the ground down there. He don't really know how to be flying around in his astral projected mode. Is still attracting the disc. So, as everybody else hops on their Quinto clouds to get away from the location, Ichiko taking the physical body, which does not have the soul of Nico within it, escapes the location where disc is going to crash down, all onto the soul of Nico. So everybody survives. A perfect showcasing of how, with perfect understanding of their abilities, they were able to escape the situation. And Yoshifumi, as a fan of the series, you just really appreciate a chapter like this, which just showcases good writing, good understanding of what he puts his pen to the paper about. I love this guy. And in perfect Yoshifumi fashion, we have some Deus Ex Machina happen, as everything is away, everything's exploded, this entire island is in smithereens. They're all sitting there in some debris on some water, and you see a sparkle. They look over. Oh wow, the thing we came here for. I forgot about it even myself. The artifact, remember. And apparently Nico had just seen it on the ground, and although he didn't really know what it was, it just felt kind of nostalgic. And bro, this panel, so small, so slight, it just still gave me the chills, the goosebumps for a second, seeing that boy Andy's face. I can't wait till we link up with Undead Unluck, man. God damn. Will it be even before the anime's out? Dang. I need my boy back. But as Fuuko's sitting there with tears welling up in her eyes, a beautiful little panel, everybody's just rejoicing in the fact that, like, we're alive. And Creed, Billy, the war dogs are just laughing. They're like, what in the heck just happened? You guys came here to stop the war and blew up a whole island. Now the disc is blown up too. You guys are crazy. Y'all are crazy. But, they're going to join the gang. So it's all right. And I really love this close to the chapter. Just heartfelt. The close to this arc. Heartfelt, it was hype, it was good stuff. Yoshifumi Gotsuka is really writing right now, and apparently we're about to go into a sci-fi arc. What's gonna happen next? I genuinely don't know, because we're going to space, where apparently Phil is, and what the heck does that mean? Is he like an astronaut's kid or something? Is he just genuinely an alien? You never hear him do anything. I don't know, bro. I genuinely don't know. Undead Unluck's dope. One theory I was thinking, just going up to the moon. Space, I guess. Are we gonna see Luna? Sun? A glimpse at something? Like, it's not like we're getting far into the second loop, but like we're getting a little bit far. We've been in here for like 5 months. It would be cool to see something plot significant wise that's crazy happen, not just us continuously going down the road smooth sailing. But I don't know, man. Undead Unluck. Amazing series, amazing stuff. As I said, 30 likes and I'll drop a video. I thought about that entire last little mini arc, but y'all, I gotta edit this. Probably take a second, so.